Hello everyone, my name is Scott Gilbert. I'm the registered nurse here at St. Louis University High School and the Director of Student Health. For the last several months I have been in charge of the Wellness and Safety Committee, taking a look at the school needs amidst this pandemic that we are in the middle of. And the school has made some great strides and some great improvements in order to get ready for the upcoming school year. I'd like to share some of those with you at this time. So the first thing we focused on was the personal protective equipment, otherwise known as the PPE. We made it a point that there was basic necessities that needed to be put in place, such as gloves. Upwards of, I think we've got 20,000 gloves on hand right now. 10,000 disposable masks was another thing. We have ordered some gowns, about 100 gowns that we will use different occasions that pop up on campus. We've also moved to some shields, face shields, for faculty who are interested in wearing face shields, and also distancing signs, the importance of maintaining social distance of 6 feet. Signage was very, very important. Also in conducting flow around the school as well. So with the signage, we actually got these in for direction. We wanted to make sure that we had these on the floor, and we're going to have them on the walls of our school. So as students enter the school, there's a one-way flow of students, that we're not going back and forth, some moving clockwise, some moving counterclockwise around the campus. So this was important for that reason. We also have this signage here, just as a reminder to again keep the safe distance, the 6 feet, a reminder. These will go on the floor in various areas of the school to remind people this is where you need to stand. Very similar to what you see in stores and grocery stores and things like that, just as simple reminders. The last is again another distancing sign that will probably be around the walls of the school in different places. So we've got a lot of visual stuff, reminders to everybody that walks in the school, the importance of distancing and keeping our space and along with the PPE. The other thing with the mask, I wanted to talk a little bit about the mask wearing. We've all been places where we've seen people wear their mask below their chin or above their mouth, and just on the nose, and the mouth is exposed, or just the opposite, where the nose is exposed, the mouth is covered. Mask wearing we need to make sure that we are wearing the mask that completely covers our nose and that it's secured by the chin. So that mask is in place. We cannot have it up or down, or obviously we can't have it completely off. So those are very important pieces. Hand washing is another one too. We are going to have some protocol about bathroom usage, limiting the amount of people, students in the bathrooms around the school. We have yet to make a decision on how many, but we are in process of making sure that we really watch how many kids are in a bathroom at any given time. We will have signage as far as kids entering the bathroom, hand washing, 20 seconds, soap and water. We also have have had for years, multiple wall units of sanitizer that's been available to the students and staff. I think last I counted was 15, 16 wall units over the years that we have in place. In addition to the wall units that we have in place, we have ordered 196 gallons of sanitizer and pumps that we're going to place in each classroom. So that will be in every classroom around the school. So the kids will have, students will have the opportunity to sanitize hands before and after. If they so choose to, they will be encouraged to, for sure. We have sanitizing solution too for the desk. So as our desk right now I just visited a few classrooms not too long ago. They are all spaced out 6 foot, and we have a protocol established when kids leave the classroom during our block schedule. The teachers will spray down the top of the desk. We will allow for some dwell time for the solution to penetrate the top of the workspace, and the kids coming into the class for the next period will grab some paper towels, wipe the desk down, and then dispose of it in the recycle bin. Okay. Plexiglass is something that is new to our school, and I kind of call it the penalty box. But it's actually being installed today. The company is here, and there's plexiglass partitions that have been installed around the main office. So the secretaries to Father Gibbons, Rita Mulligan, secretary to Brock Kesterson, food service, all of their cash registers have a little boxed area. Again, looks like a penalty box with a plexiglass. And there are many other areas that are being plexiglassed as well. People requesting and in us getting that done, so that's a good thing. We are going to have kiosks available as kids enter. When we look at our entry protocol for school days, we are going to have the kids enter in a specific location on campus. They will be entering at the bottom of the stairs that lead up to the dining lobby. There will be a process down there where we will have some thermal imaging technology, which is some pretty high-tech stuff. And from there, once we find out if a young man has passed or failed the thermal imaging, which takes temperatures, if they pass, they will head up the stairs for check-in. If they do not, we have designated quarantine or isolation rooms down below by our theater, our green room. We have upwards of 3 different rooms down there that we will utilize if kids need to be quarantined or we need to look at a kid a little closer. A survey's the other good part of this. A survey is going to be sent every morning to students to fill out, to the families, so to speak, to fill out it's a simple questionnaire, tops 3 questions. It will ask about temperature. We're going to ask the students to take their temperature at home. It's going to ask about symptoms. Do they have any current symptoms that are related to COVID? Knowing that there could be symptoms related to other things that we all go through, like allergies at this time of the year and other things that students might be battling. But any COVID-like symptoms, and finally, have you been exposed to anybody in the last couple weeks that has tested positive for COVID? So that questionnaire will go home. Students will be expected to answer that before coming to campus. In the event that a student forgets or has failed to do the questionnaire, it's not a problem. When they arrive to campus, they will be screened, and we have a platform called Visit You that will allow the kids to complete the questionnaire right here on campus. So that's a neat thing. We're going to have about 5 or 6 kiosks set up to, like I said, if we do miss a kid at home or he is in a rush and forgets, they will have an opportunity here at school to go ahead and complete the questionnaire and then move on from there. The faculty and staff will be managed in much the same way. We will use the east alley doors, the northeast alley doors to enter for those who park in the alley. For the faculty who park in the Oakland lot, we will use the northwest doors. And so people will be coming in from both sides before they enter the building. We have some wrist temperature technology that will be arriving to campus very soon to be installed. So the faculty just simply need to put their wrist up to the device. It takes a reading, and if everything looks good, then they proceed into the building and off to their designated spaces. We have handheld thermometers, over 20 of them. So we've splurged a bit to make sure that we are definitely covered when it comes to areas like athletics and anything, any other areas that might pop up that we're in need of some handheld thermometers. We can't have thermal imaging or wrist stuff all over the building, so we have it in the in the important places, but we also have the handheld mobile devices in the event that we need them. From there, we probably the biggest thing that I think is going to be just a huge improvement to our school and really state of the art, and I think hopefully will really separate us from a lot of the schools in our area and maybe even around the state and possibly even around the country. A lot of additions are coming to our HVAC systems here at school. to improve ventilation, to improve filtration, to basically trap particles, viruses, bacteria. Apparently this is some state-of-the-art stuff that is coming at the end of August here, and it will be installed sometime finished by September 7th, September 8th, barring any catastrophic or any strange stuff that goes on, but that is the plan right now. And this will really, I think, set us apart from you know, a lot of what other schools are doing, and put us in a pretty good spot to keep our environment and our community well, safe, to prevent spread of COVID. So that is very important. And then lastly, I'd like to say the committee's been working on two more things. One of the tents. We're going to be getting some tents on campus. We'll have 5 tents. We're going to really encourage outside space. So when students are eating in the commons, we are going to try to encourage them, weather permitting, to these outside spaces, these tent areas to eat, again, with supervision and keeping in mind the distancing, the 6 feet. But we'll have space on the upper field where the faculty lot is, and we'll also have tents and space behind school right next to the field house in that green space area as well. And then lastly, all this sounds great and it's fancy, and I think we've put in our best foot forward in many ways, but we certainly have to back it up with protocol. And that's one thing the committee's been working very hard on, is not only protocol for faculty and staff, but also protocol for students as well. So we've been working on establishing protocol for each of these areas. Examples such like entering the building for the faculty and students, like I mentioned earlier. Also can't forget exit strategies as well. So the ways that we leave the building at the end of the day, it just can't be one mass exodus of people. We have to be very strategic and careful and critical, look very critically at how we let students go at the end of the day at 3 o'clock. Kind of a staggered approach is what we have in mind right now, and allowing them to get outside and into their cars or for pickup. So these protocols are coming along very nicely, and they should be, within the next few days, few weeks, be all finished up, and really provide a good picture of what we're doing here at St. Louis University High in our battle against COVID and managing this pandemic. And again, our number one priority, keeping the students here and the faculty and staff healthy, safe, and well. Thank you.